Hello everybody. Here you can see that today we will discuss about Chinese government scholarships for year 2018, and actually Chinese government is providing too many scholarships to the students from all over the world in all the subjects, and there is a China Scholarship Council which actually provides all of those scholarships in different universities. Actually there are 279 universities in which these scholarships are provided, and they are provided in almost all the subjects which are offered in all those universities. So here you can see that usually there are uh, these benefits you can get. There is 3500 RMB per month stipend for the PhD students, and there is 300 RMB per month stipend for the master students. There is no registration fees you need to pay, and all the tuition fee is waived off, and there are excellent laboratory facilities in China, and they have very developed labs in the basic sciences and all the subjects actually, and they provide you on campus accommodation in very nice rooms with full facilities of internet, air conditioning, heating. So one of the settlement subsidy is also provided sometime by different universities in the amount near about 3000 RMB once. And there is a complete medical insurance in case you get sick. You don't need to worry about the expenses because all your expenses are covered by the Chinese government. When we talk about the eligibility criteria, you should have a valid passport, usually 6 months, and there should be you should provide a physical fitness certificate actually, or kind of medical form. There is a foreigner physical examination form, and you should not be over 30 years for masters and 35 years for the PhDs. And in some cases, when there is the government servants, so they allow them to maximum 40 years of age for the PhD. You should have a bachelor degree or the master degree for the PhD. Industrial experience is usually preferred, and if you have a higher degree or teaching experience, then it is also good for you. And in case you have IELTS or TOEFL these days, it's a big plus, especially in the universities where the programs are offered in the English language. So when we come to the universities Chinese language thing, so there is HSK 3 or HSK 4 level is required usually by the universities who are offering the programs in Chinese language. So yeah, here is the document list actually you have to prepare, and you have to be very careful in completing all these documents because they are necessarily required by all the universities. Usually you have to fill online application form, and I'll be giving you the URL where you have to do it. Then you have to scan complete materials and application to send it to the university. You have to uh, fill the application form, and you have to put your signature on it. Without signatures, most of the universities they don't accept the forms when you send the hard copies to them. And there should be 2-inch 4 to 6 photos for every universities are required. There should be a personal statement of 500 words. There is a need of copy of bachelor or academic certificates attested by notary public. This is very important. You should go to the notary public and get it attested from there, that the copies actually, you don't need to send the real degrees or the colored copies. You can just simply make this copies of in a good form and then get it attested from the notary public. You need two recommendation letters from associate professors or above rank for PhD. Usually for masters you can get even associate professor or assistant professor letters, it's fine. And then for the master and PhD proposal, you should make a proposal which is according to the interest of some specific professor in that university where you are applying. So you need to be very careful when you are applying. You have to find some professor in that university first, and then you have to see his publications, and you have to make a proposal according to that. Usually you can email him for the acceptance letter for supervising you in the PhD degree if you get the scholarship. So they sometimes even provide you the uh, letters if you are very well aware about their areas, and they think that you have made a proposal according to the things which are going on in their labs. And there is one tip, like if you get the acceptance letter usually from the dean level or HOD or chairman level professor from Chinese universities who are willing to supervise you, so it will be very helpful for you to get admission and scholarships usually in most cases. You need to have the foreigner physical examination certificate, and there should be all the tests which are mentioned on it, and they will be done usually by the Chinese clinics, and you have to fill it and send it to the university where you are applying. You should have to send them the employment verification if you have any English certificates, any Chinese language proficiency certificate, copy of the passport, of personal information, and usually it have to be 6 months valid, and there can be detailed CV of not more than 2 pages at your level. If you have many publications in your master degree, then it's good to make a CV more than 2 pages, but otherwise 2 pages is more than enough. For the application process, submission process, you have to usually send the documents to 2 to 3 universities, and there can be 2 to 3 sets are required by different universities. For this information, you need to visit the university webpage where there is information about the Chinese government scholarship, and you have to read their requirements. They are asking for you from you to send 2 sets or 3 sets or sometime even 4 sets, but usually it is 2. And you should be very careful that don't apply in too many universities, so try to make it like 3 to 5, usually 3 to 5. And if you see here, like there is a online application where you have to apply, and here you can see that there is a website, and you have to actually sign in here. If you don't have your email password already, so then you have to first make a new login, and then you have to log in and then fill the form as required on this link. There is also a list of universities here on this link, and if you see that there is a complete list of universities, every city you can select any city. Suppose you select the Beijing, here is a list of all the universities here who are offering the scholarship under this scheme. So you can open any of the universities, and then you can see what are the programs they are offering and for at what level they are offering. So you can see that if this university is offering which program, so you can look at here the list, and if you find the program in which you want to apply, you can simply apply for that. If the program is not offered, so just try to look for the program in some other university. And also there is a suggestion that online application on university website should be also filled sometime, and they also ask you to upload all the documents which are explained already before, and you have to do it also in addition to filling this online application on Chinese government scholarship. So you have to actually fill 2 different applications, one for Chinese government scholarship, one for the university, and send it to both of them to the university address provided on the university web pages. Hard copy of complete application on a university application should reach the university foreign office well ahead of the deadline. Usually the deadlines mentioned on the websites is April 31st or 10th of April, but you should be very careful that your documents should reach there before 10th of April. So in case you have to be submitting the documents on time, you have to be very careful, and you should make sure that you will send those documents at least 1 month before the deadline, because there will be many people sending the applications. And the duration is usually for the PhD, here it is first year of Chinese language when there is a Chinese language taught program, and if it is English then it's 3 years usually. For the master's it's 2 to 4 years. The first year is for language if it is not an English taught program. There are other scholarships you can see in China also here, and this is the contact for China Scholarship Council. You don't need to send them emails or anything for asking anything. All the details are usually discussed here. If you have any questions, you can ask under this post, and you will be provided with the answers, satisfactory answers, and you will not need to go anywhere else. Last day to apply is usually April, but you should do it early. This is the main website. So if there are any queries, you can ask here. You can see there are already 56 comments. Maybe you will find the answer of your queries here, or you can ask whatever you like to ask. And you can simply see that this is researchpedia.info. So here is this link. I will be sharing this link on under the video also, so you can simply click on it and get all the information. If you have any queries, you can ask under this video or under this post on this website, and they will be answered. Wish you best